You hit snooze 3 times this morning. Not because you're lazy, because somewhere deep down, your brain is protesting. Another day, another dollar, another 8 hours you'll never get back. You tell yourself it's temporary. Just a few more years. But here's the thing, you've been saying that for the last 5 years. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why you're still stuck, and why most people never escape. This is the 9-5 trap. Let me introduce you to Marcus. He's 29, works in marketing, makes $72,000 a year. Not bad, right? He's doing better than most of his friends. He drives a decent car, lives in a nice apartment, goes out on weekends. From the outside, Marcus looks like he's winning, but here's what Marcus doesn't realize. His entire life is on a timer that resets every Sunday night, and he's not in control of it. Marcus trades 40 hours a week for money. Sounds fair, except it's not just 40 hours. It's 40 hours at work, plus 1 hour getting ready, plus 1 hour commuting each way. That's 50 hours. Add the mental energy he spends thinking about work on weekends, answering emails at night, stressing about Monday morning meetings. Marcus isn't working 40 hours a week. He's giving 60 hours of his life every single week to a company that could replace him in 2 weeks if they wanted to. But here's the genius of the trap. Marcus doesn't feel trapped. He feels productive, he has goals, deadlines, meetings. His calendar is full. His inbox is overflowing. The system keeps him so busy climbing the ladder, he never stops to ask if it's leaning against the right wall. This is the 9-5 trap's first trick. It disguises itself as opportunity. You're not stuck, you're building a career. You're not trapped, you're gaining experience. But let's be real. Experience doing what? Making someone else rich? Every presentation Marcus creates, every campaign he launches, every late night he stays at the office, he's building value. But not for himself, for his boss, for the shareholders, for people he'll never meet who are getting wealthy off his ideas, his time, his energy. And what does Marcus get? A salary. The same amount every 2 weeks, no matter how hard he works, no matter how brilliant his ideas are. He could save the company $1 million and get a $2,000 bonus if he's lucky. Meanwhile, his CEO just bought a third vacation home. Now here's where it gets darker. The 9-5 doesn't just take your time, it takes your dreams. Think about it. You had big plans once. Maybe you wanted to start a business, travel the world, write a book, learn a new skill, build something meaningful. But then you got the job. And the job became the excuse. I'll start that business when I have more savings. I'll travel when I get more vacation days. I'll write that book on weekends. Except, weekends come and you're exhausted. Because the 9-5 isn't designed to give you energy. It's designed to drain just enough so you'll come back tomorrow. This is the system's second weapon. Time starvation. You have money, but no time. And without time, you can't build anything outside the system. You're too tired to think, too stressed to create, too burned out to take risks. So you stay. Not because you love it, because leaving feels impossible. You look at your bank account and think, I need this job. You look at your bills and think, I can't afford to quit. You look at your responsibilities and think, maybe next year. But next year comes and nothing changes. Because the trap has a third layer most people never see. It's called the golden prison. Every year you stay, they give you something. A small raise, maybe 3%. A new title, senior something or other. An extra week of vacation. A better parking spot. Stock options that vest in 4 years. And every single one of these rewards is actually a chain. They're designed to keep you there longer, to make leaving feel like you're giving something up. Let me tell you about my friend Jessica. She worked in finance for 7 years, hated every second of it. The office politics, the fake smiles, the pointless meetings that could have been emails. But she had a 401k with company matching, health insurance that covered everything, paid time off, a corner office. Her manager loved her. She got bonuses every year. And every time she thought about quitting, the same fear crept in. What if I fail? What if I can't pay my bills? What if I lose my health insurance? What if this is as good as it gets? So she stayed another year, then another, then another. By year 10, she wasn't even considering leaving anymore. She'd accepted it. This is my life now. This is what being an adult means. You work, you're tired, you retire at 65 if you're lucky. Her dreams of opening a bakery, of spending mornings with her kids, of actually enjoying her life, those weren't dreams anymore. They were fantasies she'd scroll past on Instagram while sitting in another 3-hour meeting about quarterly projections. That acceptance is the trap's final move. It convinces you that security is worth more than freedom, that a steady paycheck is better than uncertainty, that having a job any job, is better than betting on yourself. But here's what they don't tell you: that security is an illusion. Your job isn't secure. Your company can downsize, restructure, automate your position tomorrow. Companies don't care about loyalty anymore. You could give them 20 years and they'd still let you go if it helped their profit margins. You think you're playing it safe, but you've actually put all your eggs in one basket, a basket someone else is holding, and they can drop it whenever they want. Meanwhile, you've spent years not building your own safety net, not investing in yourself, not creating backup plans. Because the 9-5 convinced you it was enough. The cruelest part? You're capable of so much more. But the 9-5 keeps you just comfortable enough to not try. You get a raise, you feel grateful. You get a promotion, you feel accomplished. You get recognition in a company-wide email, and it feels like validation. But you're still trading hours for dollars. You're still one paycheck away from panic. You're still building someone else's empire while your own ideas collect dust in a notebook you haven't opened in 3 years. And here's something nobody talks about. The 9-5 doesn't just trap your time and money. It traps your identity. You start introducing yourself by what you do. I'm a software engineer. I'm an accountant. I'm in sales. Your job becomes who you are. And when your entire identity is tied to a company, leaving feels like losing yourself. Who am I without this title? What's my purpose without this role? The system wants you to think like this, because if you are your job, you'll never leave it. Here's the truth most people never hear. The 9-5 isn't a stepping stone, it's quicksand. The longer you stay, the harder it is to leave, because every year, you get more comfortable, more invested, more afraid of starting over. Your salary goes up, so your lifestyle inflates. You buy a house, so now you have a mortgage. You have kids, so now you have mouths to feed. Every life decision you make assumes that paycheck will keep coming, and suddenly, you're not working because you want to. You're working because you have to. And the system loves that. It needs workers who stay, who don't question, who accept that's just how it is. But it doesn't have to be. Escaping the 9-5 starts with one decision. Stop trading time for money. Start building systems that make money without you. That could be a side business, investments, digital products, rental properties, anything that works while you sleep. The goal isn't to get rich quick. The goal is to build income streams that don't require you to show up every day. Because time is the only resource you can't get back. Second, stop waiting for permission. Your boss won't give you freedom. Your company won't hand you time. The system won't tell you it's okay to leave. You have to take it. Start small. Use your evenings. Use your weekends. Build something, anything that's yours. Even if it's just 5 hours a week. Because 5 hours a week for a year is 260 hours. That's enough to launch a business, write a book, build a portfolio. But most people waste those 5 hours scrolling through social media, watching Netflix, numbing themselves from the reality that they're trapped. Third, get comfortable with discomfort. Leaving the 9-5 feels scary because it is. There's no guaranteed paycheck, no one telling you what to do. But staying trapped should scare you more. What's scarier? Trying and failing? Or never trying and wondering what if for the rest of your life? The regret of not trying is heavier than the pain of failing. Fourth, calculate your freedom number. How much money do you actually need per month to survive? Not to live your inflated lifestyle, to survive. Rent, food, basic bills. For most people, it's way less than they think. Maybe $2,500, maybe $3,000. Now ask yourself, could you make that much on your own? The answer is almost always yes. But the 9-5 has convinced you that you can't, that you need them. You don't. The people who escape aren't lucky. They're not more talented. They're not richer or smarter or more connected than you. They're just willing to bet on themselves instead of betting on a company that could fire them tomorrow. They decided that uncomfortable freedom was better than comfortable slavery. You have the same choice. Stay comfortable and trapped, or get uncomfortable and free. If this hit different, and you want more breakdowns on escaping the system, building real freedom, and taking back control of your time, subscribe to this channel. New videos every week showing you exactly how to break free from the traps that keep you stuck. Hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.